This is lovely Gail Sheldon. She's wearing a jewelry ensemble including a fabulous tiara of gold and diamonds, a ruby and diamond accented necklace, a beautiful peacock-inspired brooch, an elegant frosted gold bracelet, a magnificent 50-carat aquamarine ring, and a most unique ruby and diamond ring that opens to reveal a lighter. All of this magnificent jewelry was designed by our first guest on To Tell the Truth. Let's meet him now. What is your name, please?
My name is Andrew Grima.
My name is Andrew Grima.
My name is Andrew Grima.
Only one of these gentlemen is the real Andrew Grima. The other two are imposters, and will try to fool this panel. Tom Poston, Peggy Cass, Orson Dean, and Kitty Carlisle on To Tell the Truth. This portion of To Tell the Truth is brought to you by Clairol, creators of the exciting natural look in beauty.
The closer he gets, the better you look. The closer he gets, the better you look. That's the beauty of new Nice and Easy by Clairol. The natural-looking hair color you just shampoo in. So easy. Yet so rich in formula, it can lighten lighter, brighten brighter. Look beautifully even every time. So rich it covers gray better, we think, than any other shampoo in color. So rich it leaves your hair with lively body and an exciting glow. Suddenly, deep inside you, a new confidence is born. The glorious knowing that your beautiful hair color looks so natural, it invites close-ups. The closer he gets, the better you look. That's the beauty of new Nice and Easy Shampoo in Hair Color by Clairol. What a lift for both of you.
And now here's our host on To Tell the Truth, Bud Collyer.
Thank you very much. Welcome once again to Tell the Truth. Good afternoon, panel.
Good afternoon, Bud.
You're all looking fit today, so I guess there are no problems. Open up that first envelope, if you will. You have not seen the contents of it as yet. Follow along with me. I, Andrew Grima, work with a girl's best friend, diamonds. I also work with rubies, emeralds, and other precious gems. I take the plain, unadorned stones and transform them into beautiful jewelry in such shapes as twigs, starfish, and even unusual abstract designs. My designs sometimes are inspired by the stones themselves. For example, the shape of a large amethyst determined the design of this pear-shaped brooch, surrounded with clusters of diamonds. And the delicate shape of diamond and gold shards determined the design of a galaxy-contoured necklace. The customers for whom I make this beautiful jewelry come from all parts of the world to my shop in London. Last year, my designs won 5 awards in the Diamonds International Exhibition in New York. Signed, Andrew Grima. Very well, we'll start the questioning with Orson Bean. Orson?
Yes, when I was a kid, I was so poor that until I was 13, I thought knives and forks were jewelry. Number one, who can afford such incredible... sorry, Bud, I know I've dug down deep into the well of... who can afford such beautiful things? What would it cost, that beautiful necklace that Gail was wearing?
It's about $10,000.
Yeah, now, is there much of a market for that? I mean, your average guy that runs an elevator don't bring home too many of those for his wife.
There are a few people in each country that can.
Yeah, and I suppose that's right because they're unique in themselves. Number 3, how is the price of diamonds regulated? How can one be assured when one buys a diamond that it'll still be worth that 50 years
Well,
from now?
it's controlled by stock. It's the amount of letting out diamonds from the sources and limiting the outflow, which keeps the price up.
Number 2, is there any danger of there being so many diamonds that the diamond miners would just let them out on the market? Or
Not the way the world is set up today, with the Beers Group controlling the interest.
The what group?
The Beers.
Kitty Carlisle.
Number 1, don't you have to have a large working capital to invest in this kind of, these stones?
Not really.
No? Where do you get them?
Well, you can get credit for a certain amount of time.
You don't have to have, number 2, you don't have to have very rich backers then.
Not really. I think the banks will back you.
Thank you. Number 3, where is Phillips in London?
It's down in Bond Street, just by...
Thank you. Number 2, where is Wartsky?
That's just near Bond Street, just off Bond Street.
When you make a thing like this lighter, is it for a specific customer, number 1?
Not in this particular instance, no.
Because it's charming. Number 2, now the aquamarine is 52 carats. So how much would the Hope diamond, how many carats would the Hope diamond be?
It's 50 carats, actually, but the
50.
Hope diamond is, I should say, about 80 carats.
80. Thank you.
Tom Poston.
Thank you. This ring was... number 1, how do you know what a jeweler's loop is?
Yes.
How do you spell that word, loop?
L-O-U-P.
Okay. Thank you. Number 2, when you work in gold like that, which gold is harder to work in, with the higher caratage or the lower caratage?
Well, the higher carat is much softer, but most of the gold is mixed with a nickel alloy or a silver alloy. That's the difference between the carats.
I see. Thank you. Number 1, where do you get the materials with which you work? I mean, in the metals and so forth. Where do you get your gold?
They come from bullion dealers.
I said number 1, didn't I? But I meant number 3. Where do you get the material?
Well, Sotheby's, any one of the auctions that go on in London.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Peggy Cass.
Number 2, have you got anything nice in chips? Number 3, for which jewelry company is Jean Schlumberger connected with?
Tiffany's, the best designer.
Thank you. Number 1, who started the trend in the enamel and pave diamond sort of serpent bracelet?
David Webb.
Thank you. Number 3, where's Bulgari?
Bulgari is the most famous Italian designer.
Thank you. Number 1, where's Boucheron? Boucheron.
Paris.
I guess it sounds like that, right? Now, number 2, what do I say when I say I own a I don't own one, but if I said I own a pave pin, what would that be?
The pave pin is it's a lacquered pin. It's with diamond set.
Thank you. Number 3, where can I see your
That's
jewels?
it. Time for you now to mark your ballot. So mark them at once, without change and without any consultation. Just vote. Vote for number 1, number 2, or number 3. And, of course, our team of challengers will receive $100 for every incorrect vote. Are all ballots marked?
I'm not marked yet. They're too good today, but they're really good. And number 4 is beautiful.
Yeah, isn't she, though?
I was a little late.
For all you know, she may be the one. All right, Tom, for whom did you vote?
I voted for number 1 because I wanted to vote for one end of that panel, and I couldn't vote for 4, so I voted for number 1.
Peggy Cass.
If I were Gail Sheldon, I'd make for the door and run like heck home with it all on. Now, I voted for number 1. I don't know why, except he knew how to spell that loop.
Horse and Bean.
They're all very good and they've done a lot of work, but I voted for number 1 because he has like a kind of a rich look about him. I don't know if it's he's rich or associates with the rich people.
Kitty Carlisle.
Well, I too voted for number 1.
Whoa.
Number 2 said that Wartsky was in Bond Street, and I don't think that's true. And also that pave has to do with enamel. That has to do with...
No, diamonds paved.
Yeah, that's right. And so I voted for... But they were all marvelous except for that. Absolutely great. I'd like to go see the jewelry, too.
Yeah, me.
We'll find that out, but right now, of course, we're going to find out how right or wrong you may be. Since you all voted unanimously for the same one, let's find out which of these gentlemen, in truth, is the award-winning jewelry designer. Will the real Andrew Grima please stand up? Every now and then, you know, they get a case of the smarts, as we call it, and they get so right you don't know what led them to it. Yes,
Where can we have a look at his selections?
You do have a place, don't you, where you
on
do
exhibition at Jorgensen in Fifth Avenue.
Oh, Georgetown?
Mm-hmm.
Jorgensen.
It's beautiful, beautiful work.
Isn't it?
I
Because
love
I can't
them
tell whether
here.
you're talking about Gail or what she's wearing, because they're both beautiful. Number 2, what is your real name and what do you really do?
My name is John Ashworth, and I'm a commercial photographer with Ben Summerall.
Thank you, sir. And number 3, what is your real name and what do you do?
My name is Philip Hobson, and I'm a regional manager for Schweppes.
Taking the score, of course, we find that there were 1, 2, 3, 4 votes, all correct, so no incorrect. In that case, still $75 comes your way. And we thank you, gentlemen, for brightening a day for us with all the jewelry, with a lovely model, and with just your general deportment, which was very interesting and good fun. Goodbye, and God bless you.